Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I mean, it could be just my internet connection. It's been very poor the last week or so. And I'm surprised, actually. It's been not horrible recently. I did lower the bitrate a bit. I'm hoping that it's not noticeable. I tested my internet connection. Seems to be okay. I mean, it's really the upload speeds that I wish I had a little more leeway with. Don't really have that much. I'm only like maximum could be getting 10 megabits upload. But anyway, I it's been let's see, has it been a minute yet? It's been a minute and a half. I've received no drop frames, so let me know if you guys are still around. If you see any buffering anymore, any dropped frames, and I'll continue to look at the drop frames area and see if we're doing okay here. All right. So let's take a look. I cannot remember what I was really talking about before. I don't know if anybody does. Something about sound effects. So I finished the whole goblin story probably while it was buffering. Wow. So let's do this. Yeah, so I was finishing the whole buffering. Sorry, the whole goblin story, which was the first sound effect that I ever put in. And then I think I started talking about how Twitch wanted me to change one of the emotes. It was something like the emote, like, hey, over here. So I believe I recorded something else, and I recorded whatever the previous voice said, and it was something different than "hey over here." It had an extra word, I think, and I can't remember, but it ruined what she wanted to use it for. And so, what you guys hear now is because of bridges. Uh-oh. I should really just pick these up in my inventory and do it this way. If I could get stuff into this backpack. Alright, I'm glad it's better now. At least for now. Okay, so let's start picking this stuff up. And the sound effects, so I guess that was kind of the goal, or the reason why I wanted to kind of change it, was so that we could have control over them again. Because no one really remembered who the previous person's voices were. I feel like I cut some over there somewhere. It's not. And at least for bridges it worked out. Can I just discard these? Nobody wants 60 damaged logs of pine wood. Of course I need to be on solid ground. There we go. But yeah, they're the sounds. I had left the team and told them that you shouldn't, like, don't. I had made all the sounds and went through extensive testing with lots of people, different takes. Like, for example, the hello sound. Saying hello, just like, hey, how are you? Or hello, how are you? Or what was it?
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you? Like that sound. I had probably taken 20 different takes of different inflections, or just different ways of what you could say. And I passed them around to about 30 people and narrowed it down to, let's say, 5. And everybody took them, and I said, if there's only one hello, which one would you want? And I think we got a lot of feedback, but it ended up going down to, like, the previous person's voice had the exact same way of saying it as it is now. People didn't want, like, people wanted that cheery voice so much so that they just, like, they listened to the other voices and they just did not like it at all. And I guess that just goes to the players that play Wurm. Like, they wanted that cheery, happy-go-lucky, innocent kind of voice. At least the majority of people. And what I had told them, and I'm sure it's lost because most of the people that I talk to are no longer working on the game, was, like, the whole system, like, what I'd want to happen is to make it so people can choose their voice. The whole thing is, I wanted, and like I said multiple times, I wanted it to have multiple profiles. I wanted there to people to choose what they want it to sound like. And then if that system was in place, we could have, you could say a lot of things in different ways. You could be the mean, gruff old man, and you can be the, the happy-go-lucky, youngster, or you could be, like, that sly, person, like, if you don't really know if you can trust that guy because of the way that he sounds. And you could have different kind of timbres to different voices. And that never really happened. And I left the team basically saying, this is the goal. This is what I was thinking of. Don't add my voice. Like, here's the files, but don't add my voice. Like, because until you create that system. Because I don't want people to say, oh, what happened to my voice? Now my voice sounds like this and I used to sound like that. Make it an option. And then that's how I left the team. So I had redone the male and the female voice and left hoping that that's what they would do. And it wasn't for, like, maybe a half of a year or maybe a whole year later. I didn't notice that at the time. I believe it was the Red Baron. He took on that responsibility of being the sound guy for a while, and I can't remember exactly what he did. He did a couple things, bought some sound effects and put them in. And all of a sudden the voice, and I think it was like months after he added it to the game without telling anyone, that I finally noticed that was my voice all of a sudden in the game. And so I was looking around to see the option to change the voices, but apparently the voice, they just deleted the old person's voice and put my voice in instead. And I don't know, it kind of creeps me out every time since then, just a little bit. I mean, I'm getting more used to it now, I think, but overall, and like the benefit now, you can say a bit more things than you used to. And I was hoping that there would be more variety. That didn't happen. I was hoping that maybe you could add more options, but that didn't happen. I don't know what else everybody else would say, and I feel like at this point, the thing about sound recording, for people that know, you could record yourself talking, like one day, let's say a number of things, and then the next day go back into the sound room, record in the same exact way, and even though you think you sound the same, you compare the two tracks from one day to the next day, and your voice will actually sound differently. So in order to make the timbre or the texture of your voice sound the same throughout all of the different emotes, you would have to record them all at the same time in one session. And if you forgot to do a couple, yeah, you could do them the next day, but it would kind of have a different feeling to them. It's very hard to get the same emotion. So let's say you were going to do a movie or something, you would want to film an entire scene in one shot, like while you're sitting there in a day. You wouldn't like leave half of a line, to the next day, because then it just wouldn't sound the same, even though it's the same person, same condition, same everything. I think it's just like the human condition or something. It's just like you don't, like the next day your voice will just change slightly, or you'll feel a little differently, so the line will come out a kind of different than the day before. Let's see, 80s, you got 90s, and that's it. So yeah, am I glad that they added my voice into the game? Yeah, I mean, you can say a lot more than you could before. I don't know how many people remember like the new options compared to the old options. And if I looked through it, I could probably find a couple things. Like this one creeps me out a lot. Yeah. The kissing sound of me going, who does that? But that's the way that the old one sounded like, so that's the one that everyone liked. Did I cut that tree down? I don't remember going this way. I didn't cut this one down. There's no way. Oh yeah, I'm carrying too much stuff to pick it up. Let's see. 80s, 90, and a 95. I have no 99 qualities. Wow. Not doing that good today, eh? Not getting lucky. Yeah, so let's see. So what were some of the options here? there was no way to tell people where you're going. So all the ones that were like,
Follow me.
follow me, and like, don't go that way,
Don't go that way.
that wasn't in the game before. And I thought, it would be nice for role players. Like, I would use them if I was role playing. I could tell people, people all the time go, which way should I be going, or how do I find this or that? And it almost sounds like a merchant or something. Somebody trying to sell you something. Yes, just come behind this door and follow me. I don't know why that one was chosen over the other ones. Oops. Definitely, if I had to do it again, I'd probably do it differently. Is there really like random trees down over there? That must have been Adam. Let me just pick up these ones. So all the way to here. So yeah, so then I left the team, and I was hoping that they would create multiple profiles, and if they did, I was even thinking about bringing people in to record with different voices, have different timbres for male and female, and I mean, you guys can see it's just never happened. Still, we can only have one voice, and I really wish that we had the ability to sound different. That is for sure. You never know, one day. I can't see it ever being a priority. Wow, put a lot in this pile. '80s, '90s. So yeah, so I believe Adam wants to turn all of this into his priest place, which I'm fine with. And I'll probably start thinking about what I want to do back at my house, because I think the first decision would be, do I want it to be many little rooms, or do I want it to be a lot of big rooms? And that I'm not certain yet at all. Not even a little bit. I like the big rooms, but then, it starts feeling so huge. That I don't even know if I'd like to use it. I don't know what kind of room that I like to use it. Alright, let's read this. Speaking of emotes, on my last stream we talked about how weird it is that the wave is in the neutral category. Should it not be in the nice category? Any info on why it went to the neutral category? I mean, personally, I have no idea. It was kind of there before I even got on the team. And I guess they just kept it there. They had 3 categories, and I think people just didn't want to change or make more categories and take on that responsibility. Maybe they thought of it as a neutral hello, which would be kind of funny. All of these are 80s. Guess that's good. But yeah, I don't think there was really any reason. At least nothing I can remember. Yeah, I wish I had more insight to that, but not really, unfortunately. But yeah, I do know that you could have an infinite amount of different ways that you could say anything. So I wish there was lots and lots and lots of ways that we could say lots and lots of things. I remember when we started playing, there was a system in this game that allowed you to talk in the game. So you could just turn on your microphone, you turn on the setting in the game, and you talk. And people would hear you that are around you. So it was like you were creating the sound, your own voice, and then depending on how close somebody was to you, it would sound like the person's to the left or the right of you, this distance. And it worked okay. But I think the mistake was that they made it a premium only feature. No, that's not true. The mistake was they made it cost extra on top of premium. That's what they did. I remember playing around with it. There was a time when it was like free. Not many people used it. We tested it a little bit. It was a long time ago. And then they just dropped it from the game. I don't think most people would use it, even if it was in the game. Would it be a mood killer? It would be a mood killer for the people that don't use it seriously, I guess. Depending on what you sound like. But I don't know. The people that I was playing with, they were from like Australia, and they had the accents that made it sound like they should be part of this world anyway. But yeah, I don't think that people want to hear themselves in the game enough for people to use it, especially for people to want to use it as, to pay more for it. And then like this day and age, it just doesn't make sense. Like people go into Discord, and it's like so easy to set up a Discord channel and just talk to your friends, which is the people that you would want to talk to anyway. I mean, that's how you guys hear Adam. Like, we just set up a Discord channel, and then I pipe it through. You would hope, Catspur, that they would not be talking about a Britney Spears concert. I can only hope. No, but there was an option to just have it off if you didn't want to hear people. I remember that much. Which is mostly what I think everyone had that setting set to anyway. And you say all the good points, all the points that people were saying back in the day, I would assume. And that's why it did not survive at all. Not even a bit. What do I got here? A couple 92s. That's good. A couple like 180. And some below 79. Got one log here, which I'm too far away. Yeah, there would be definitely types of games that would be okay using it. Second Life, I can definitely see, would be one of the main games that people would love to use that feature. All right, I think I got my first 99 in this crate. There you go. 124 weight, 99.59. Hey! And in this pile, there's not one more 99. I got one. I got a couple 95s. I got 192. A couple 80s. And the rest below 80. Ooh, I picked up, I don't know, is that going to lower my quality? Yeah, kind of does. Okay, let's take a look. All 90 to 94. Let's see what else I can get. These are all the junk. Let's discard. Alright. I think I'm just about done picking up the logs from the ground. Ooh, got a couple nice ones in this pile. Yeah, 87. I'd love to see the 87s. Raises my 80 qualities a bit. 92. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is my last pile. Alright, so let's just, last thing, go deliver these back to my place. So I think Adam will be happy. Got rid of a bunch of trees for him. He can continue digging. I have a whole bunch more higher quality ones. I use the low quality ones to build most things. There are some items like mallets and stuff that if they start higher quality, they'll finish really high quality. So mallets is one of the ones that you can actually complete and have them in the 90s without needing to imp them at all. So those I'll if I ever need more mallets. Just because of that, what I'll do is I can't make anybody's stuff, like anything good. I'll if people are visiting or I'm visiting someone and normally I'll want to give them something. Here I'll imp this for you, or I'll do that for you. I'm visiting, so I'll try to be nice. And they the problem is Adam has all of the skills that people want. So if you ask and you're like, what could I do for you? Like, well, I could use a pickaxe, or I could use like a nice hatchet to go out and or a file, or all these things. And I'm like, well, I can make you a mallet. Nobody wants my mallets. I think the majority of people that I say I can make you a mallet, they just turn them down instantly. Oh, but it's like a 93 quality mallet. And no, no thank you. Alright, what am I going to do with these? I guess that's this quality here. Oh, thank you, Deathwind. I'm glad that you treasure my mallet. And if you ever need it imped, just send it my way. Okay, that's one. What else? 92, which is now should be renamed the 90 to 94 quality one. Is this one here? Okay, I guess I should rename this the 95 to 98 quality. And then I should rename this one the 79 quality and below. There's only one thing in this one, and it's an 80 quality lemonwood log. Alright, I'm gonna ruin that. Of course, I've got the most lowest quality logs, which is okay, and I can use most of the stuff that I build will be with these ones. I definitely need to go out and get different kinds of logs. Mostly there was pine here. You do see some cedar wood, birch wood, and linden wood, but they're not really the ones that I want. Here's a couple lemon and apple. I wouldn't mind going out and doing a run of just different kinds of fruit woods because they're just cool to have. Of course, everybody wants, what is it, willow? Not willow. I do want willow, but, and I find willow really hard to get. It's oak. Everybody wants oak. And I'm missing, so I'm just gonna unload this one, I think. And then unload my 99 quality. And what I'll have to do later, in a later stream, is make this place look less like a desolate stone wasteland with some crates in there, and have some kind of nice area. I don't even know if I want it to be there. Maybe I want it to be here because it's closer. I want it to be closer to this exit. Or maybe I could be on this side. Maybe it's just like this skinny area. And at least I can kind of see... No, I can't see out. I just sort of see higher house. Or do I want it to be all the way to the bottom? Because then at least I would have some grass. This was originally supposed to be... Oh god, but I can't see anything anyway because of the... because of the bridges. Well, there you go. Where am I? The last thing that I'll do for this stream is I kind of want to... I'm pretty sure that door should not be there anymore. Let's see. Yes, yes. That is a door to nowhere. I want to see where we left off here, and I guess I showed it before. We left it off like this. Where's that going? Oh, does the Adam opened up the other exit there? Okay. So we ended off like this. And I know that we wanted to build this up pretty high. And I know that Adam wanted to create a boat mine. And I'm not sure how much that will take to do. If he needs to keep going down and down and down, I'm sure we're pretty high up. But he's going to have to go down really far. And I know that we wanted this to be more of an extension of our house, but I'm not sure, like, this place is so big. I'm not sure how much space, how much more space that we need. I mean, that could be his mine. You would think that it would make sense that that would be his smithing area. Like, next to the ore that he can mine if he needed it. But I don't know how much he's going to go for that. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining and watching me cut trees, clear the path for Adam and his terraforming on his new priest-deed, which I think we're going to turn into. But now that it's a priest-deed, it means that we can create all sorts of cool, like, religious buildings and make it just look... I'm not sure what he wants to do, but I know what I want to do with it. And maybe we'll do some of that in the future. So thanks so much everyone for watching and listening to me ramble and joining in the conversation. We'll see you guys hopefully next week, where we hope to have some time together to stream. I know this week it was me today, Adam yesterday. Hopefully next week it'll be me and Adam at some point on one of those days. So thanks everyone for joining, and keep on playing Wurm. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care everyone. I should say